All right. Good morning, everybody, and or good afternoon or good evening, depending on where you are in the world. And welcome back to our second and final day of our first 2024 NISAR Early Adopters Workshop, hosted by the Alaska Satellite Facility. Once again, I'm Alex Lewandowski. I'm a software engineer on the Open Science Lab team here at ASF. And I would like to thank the NISAR Early Adopters group for requesting and helping to develop this event. As part of that group, we have Cathleen Jones, Karen Ahn, Batwan Osmanoglu, and LD McCorp. And then with us today, again, as presenters, excuse me, are Ji Chen, Eric Fielding, Rudy Gens, Andrew Johnson, Josh Nicely, Dylan Palmieri. Will be operating our Zoom, moderating our Zoom for us, and myself. And just go over the agenda for the day very quickly. So we're kicking off with an intro to day 2 here, and actually there's one little bit missing here. So after the intro here, I'm going to pass things off to Cathleen Jones from the NISAR Early Adopters Group, who would like to address the workshop, and then we'll pick up with an introduction to working with data in HDF5 with Rudy, and then I'll present on a notebook demonstrating how to access and use some of the NISAR sample data. And then we'll have an intro to SBAS time series analysis by Eric Fielding, and then he will continue on into a demonstration of an SBAS time series analysis using the RES1 GunW products. Then Rudy will pick things up again with a subsetting discussion, and then Ji Chen will take over after our break with a demonstration of the MintPy workflow on a different data set using on-demand products produced through Hype here at ASF. And then we will show you where you can find additional resources for running your own SBAS stack through MintPy. And finally, we'll wrap things up. I would like to make one note about the profiles that we're using for in OpenSAR Lab for our servers. So yesterday, we explained that everybody should use the Jupyter Lab 4 profile, and that is true. We did hear from one user who ran into a little bit of trouble with their Git repository, and so I just wanted to bring to everybody's attention that there is a debugging profile as well that skips running a startup script. So the most common use of this is if you use up all of the space on your user volume, it kills the startup script and prevents access. If that ever happens to you, or if for any reason you can't get in, you can try using the debug profile. However, still do please reach out to us if it's not something as simple as filling up your hard drive, in which case you can just delete some data. If you run into anything more difficult than that, please reach out, even if you can get in with the debug profile, because we would like to get that fixed for you. And so with that, I will pass things off to Cathleen Jones from the Early Adopters Group.
Hello, welcome. Thank you very much to Alex and Sargent ASF Group for arranging this. We've had a great response to the early adopter program. We've gotten well over 200 applications and accepted about 175 of those. I wanted to tell you that I just got back from India last night at 9 p.m. NISAR has finished all of the tests, the thermal and vibration tests, and is now going to be integrated on the rocket. So ready for launch in about, I would say, a little over 2 months. The official launch date right now is March 30th, but I think that depends a little bit upon exactly when the previous launch happens. So we're looking at March or April for launch of NISAR. Thank you again for attending, and I'm sure that this will be useful, and please provide feedback to us about the program. Thank you. Bye-bye.